The Public Service Commission has released the latest quarterly pulse bulletin, which focused on challenges within the South African Police Service, forensic laboratories, late payment of pension benefits, and the status report on the implementation of recommendations for service delivery inspections. Let's get more on this. I'm joined by Public Service Commissioner Anele Gxoyiya. Thank you so much for your time on SABC News this afternoon. So the mandate of the Public Service Commission is to try and ensure the efficiency of the public service. And you do this report back quarterly. Tell me about the latest report, what you covered, and the issues that you'd like to highlight from there.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. And let me also greet the viewers of SABC On Point. Of course, it's a quarterly responsibility that the Public Service Commission undertakes. We report to the members of the public as well as to Parliament on the work that we are doing as a constitutional body to ensure the enforcement of the constitutional values and principles in the public service as a whole. Now, the areas that we looked at are the areas like, for example, as you have indicated, the challenges within the South African Police Service laboratories. There in the laboratories, what we have highlighted are the challenges of the insufficient space that affects the conducting of the work of the analysts. So they don't have enough space, and also the equipment, they don't have all the equipment they need at the time they need it. There's always delays in terms of the provision of the equipment. They also have the challenges of load shedding, which affects the process of the forensic analysis. So all those challenges are the challenges that we picked up and we took up with the minister. Because in our view as the Public Service Commission, for the criminal justice system to run smoothly, you have to have an efficient and an effective forensic analysis service in the form of the police forensic laboratories. So those things have made it difficult for the forensic to do their work. The other major problem that you find there is that there's a high turnover of staff, because those are critical skills, they are scarce skills, and they are needed elsewhere. So because there is no salary structure that accommodates upward mobility for them, they have to apply for promotional posts to get to higher positions in order for them to be able to to get promotions. So that's the challenge that we are sitting with. So we have made recommendations to the minister in that regard, and the minister welcomed our recommendations, and he made an undertaking that he will ensure that the recommendations are implemented.
Mr. Gxoyiya, my apologies for interrupting. We don't have a lot of time. I just wanted to find out, how do you engage with the public? I know that you do these recommendations to the minister to try and make sure there's a more efficient public service. How does the public engage with the PSC, and how do people lay grievances with you?
Okay. The Public Service Commission has offices in all 9 provinces. So we are visible in all 9 provinces. And then we have the line, the National Anti-Corruption Hotline, which is 0800 701 701. That's the number that the people can call to raise whatever issues they want to raise as grievances or as complaints. We engage the members of the public through the citizens fora that we convene in the different communities, where we speak with the members, where we combine with the departments, take them on board, and we go together in order to make sure that we render the services on point, especially the most rural areas that do not have access to these services. So that's how we engage with the communities. We are on the ground every day, all the time, and we are contactable.
All right, Mr. Anele Gxoyiya, who's the Public Service Commissioner, just giving us some insight into that report that they've just spoken about. I'm sure that it is accessible. It's a quarterly bulletin or quarterly briefing that makes sure that the media and the public knows about the work that the PSC is doing.